Hi everyone, Michaela with LearnWire here, and today we are going to go over NinjaPipe. NinjaPipe is a platform that lets you monitor your entire business with this AI-driven CRM and sales platform. It is going to be a good alternative to HubSpot, Salesforce, and Zendesk, and it's best going to be used by marketing agencies, software as a service users, and sales managers. It currently has a 4.25 taco rating across 9 reviews, so not too bad. NinjaPipe was founded by Danuka J, and looking at the questions, it looks like he is pretty responsive. There's one question that's been unanswered, but that was just asked today, so he probably just hasn't gotten around to it. And looking at the reviews, it looks like he is pretty responsive to the reviews as well. Now, there are 3 different licensing tiers for you to choose from. License tier 1 at $59 includes all available features. You can have up to 10,000 contacts. You get 3 users. You can have 10 automation workflows, 5 pipelines, 10 custom forms, 60 products, 25 data bins, 5,000 task managements, 5,000 quotes and invoices, and 5,000 deals. License tier 2 at $129 includes all available features. You get unlimited contacts. You can have up to 20 users. You get 25 automation workflows, 15 pipelines, 25 custom forms, 200 products, 50 data bins. You get 10,000 task managements, 10,000 quotes and invoices, and 10,000 deals. And finally, license tier 3 at $299 includes all available features. You get unlimited contacts, unlimited users, unlimited automation workflow, unlimited pipelines, unlimited custom forms, unlimited products, unlimited data bins, unlimited task managements, unlimited quotes and invoices, and unlimited deals. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look. This is the NinjaPipe dashboard. As we can see up in the corner, there is a separate dashboard for Customer Relations Manager and Sales. So let's go ahead and go over the CRM dashboard first, and then we'll go right on over to Sales. So right away, we've got a few different statistics that we can see for our leads. We have our total contacts, we have our total active pipelines, we have our new leads, and any new deals. We also have a list of all tasks that need to be done, as well as a handy-dandy little section on quick links to help us get started. So I'm going to go down this get started list and start adding some new things for us. Let's go ahead and invite some team members. So first off, we see a list of all of our different team members. We have me right here and my role. I am a super admin. I can also see my status. So I'm active, I am the owner, and this is me. And I can take any actions towards my team members right here. If I want to invite a new team member, I can go ahead and click on this green invite team member, and I can add their first name, their last name, and their email, and I can send them an invitation. Once they accept it, they will also show right here. Next, we can go ahead and add some contacts. So I'll hit this green manage contacts button, and this is going to be a list of all of our contacts. We can go ahead and add a new individual contact, or we can bulk import a list of contacts from a spreadsheet. We'll just go ahead and add a single new contact. And here we can add all of the information for this contact. We have first name, last name, their email address, phone number, address, state, zip code, the country, their time zone, their currency, what company they're with, what industry or sector they are, the company size, their position within the company, the revenue, the monthly recurring revenue, and the churn rate. We can also see the lead details. So we can see the source of the lead. We can see the lead status. We can add their social media links. So we've got Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, TikTok, and Twitter. We can also add their preferred communication. So if they would rather be communicated by phone, by text, by email, or by social media. So I'll go ahead, fill out all this information. All right, so here is my contact right here. So on this contacts page, we can see their name and their email address. We can see their phone number, what company they're with, the industry that they're in, and what their lead status is. We can also edit our contact, or we can start a chat with them right here. All right, so next, let's go ahead and create some tasks and assign them. So to create a task, I can just click on this Create Task button right here, and we can set our task name. We can set a description. We can set the start date. I will go ahead and just have it here, and end date. And then I can assign the contacts of who needs to finish this task. We'll just do me. We can create. All right, so right away, it's going to pull up all of the details of this task. Let's go ahead and close, and we can see this task right here. Now, say that I have prepared our meeting notes. I can go ahead, click on it, check this box, and close the task. So we can see that this task is 100% completed. All right, let's head back to our list. Now we can create an automation. So let's go ahead, create it. And here you can connect to Zapier to see all automated workflows. You can also connect with Google Sheets, with YouTube, Instagram, Localize, Procore, Monday, Discord, Gmail, and Google Calendar. So there are a bunch of different integrations that you can do. You can also search over 7,000 apps to find the integration that you specifically want. So if I am looking for maybe Jira integration, I have all of this right here. Jira Software Cloud, Service Management, Software Server, the Out of Office Assistant, and the Service Management Alert. So there are so many integrations that you can do, so many that you can use. Finally, we can download the free app from either the Apple Store or the Google Play Store. All right. So next, let's go ahead and take a look at our AI tools and our workflows. This is where we're going to see all of our workflows right here. We don't currently have any automations yet, but let's go ahead and create that workflow. We can name our workflow, and we can add a description. Let's go ahead and create that workflow. All right, so this is what our workflow workspace looks like. On the left, we have a bunch of different triggers that we can choose from. So we can trigger on time, so it triggers an action at a specific time or at a specific interval. We can have it trigger when a contact is added, when a new deal is added, when a new task is created, when a task is completed, when a data bin is created, when a pipeline card is moved, when a pipeline card is updated, when a new contact is created, and when a new deal is created. So I'm going to go ahead and have a workflow for when a new task is created. Next, we can select our action. So what's going to happen when a new task is created? We can have it send an email, we can have it send a text message, we can have it send a WhatsApp message, we can have it schedule an appointment, create a task, create a subtask, create a deal, generate a quote, create a new contact, or send a push notification. I'm going to have it send an email, and I can have it send that email to a contact. So we can link our email account right here and have it send through Gmail or through Outlook. We can select whether or not we want this text to be AI generated, or we can go ahead and compose an email right here. I'm just going to have this be new task created, and then we can add a pre-header, we can add a text, and we can go ahead and save those changes, save that, and then we can also select the conditions for our action. So if we want a value greater than, or a value less than, or value equals to, or value not equals to, or you can have it delayed by a specific time or interval, or you can set it to when you get a specific reply. I like this workflow right here, and we can go ahead and publish our workflow. All right, so we can see our automation and our workflow right here. And we can see when our workflow was last executed. So let's go ahead and create a new task. Let's create a task, and it did not send out. Okay, so it didn't send out. I'm not entirely sure why. It very well could just be me not understanding how this works. I don't really work in workflows very much, so full disclosure. But let's continue on. So next that we haven't quite gone over yet is our marketing section. So we have forms and data bins. Let's go ahead and take a look at our forms. We don't currently have any forms yet, but let's go ahead, create a form, and we will have new lead form. Create that. All right, so this is our form page. So we can add a welcome text and a description. And then on the side, we can choose our question type. We can change our submit button. We can delete the question if we want. We can change the form name. We can have a custom form URL. We can also change our submit text. So when the form is submitted, we can change that right here. We can also change the text on the button itself, and we can change the color of the button. There are about 18 different colors for you to choose from. Unfortunately, there is no custom button color uploader, but we do have a pretty decent variety of colors to choose from. If we want to add a new question, we can just click this little plus button over here on the side, and we have a bunch of different types of questions that we can have. We have a welcome slide, we have an ending slide, multiple choice, a drop-down option, a date picker, short answer, long answer, and a number. So let's go ahead, add a multiple choice, click on it, and question title is going to be question details, and choice 1, choice 2, and choice 3. If we want to add another option, we can click on this add option, and we can get rid of it by clicking on this little X button right here. All right, now I think that this is a pretty good form right here. So let's go ahead and add an ending slide. We can say bye, bye-bye. And now that I think this looks good, we can go ahead and save the draft, or we can publish it. Now, if we want to see what it looks like before we publish it, that's totally fine. We can click on this little preview button right here, and this is going to be what it looks like. Let's get started. What's our name? Okay. Now that wasn't quite the one that we had, so I'm a little intrigued as to what I just did, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and publish this, and we can also share our form by clicking on this share button. We have a link, or we can share it directly to Facebook, Twitter, or LinkedIn. All right, let's head back. And now we can see our form. So we have our new lead form, when it was last saved, when it was published. We can view our form, we can view our responses, or we can edit our form, or we can share the form, or view the form right here. All right, next, let's go ahead, create a data bin. We can create a new data bin by clicking on this green create data bin form. All right, so I'm not actually able to create a new data bin because I just have the free plan, and I guess there aren't data bins included in that. That doesn't quite make sense to me, but let's continue on. All right, so let's go ahead and create a new product, and we can add the basic details. So we have the name, we have the SKU, we can add a description, and we can choose our product type. So whether that's inventory, non-inventory, or a service, we can go ahead and upload an image for our inventory. And we can go ahead and set a price. So we'll just have this be $5. The billing frequency. So if this is annually, if this is a monthly payment, a one-time payment, quarterly payment, or a semi-annually payment, we'll just do a one-time payment. We can set our unit cost. So we'll just have a $1 unit cost, and then it will auto-complete the profit margin for you. So you don't have to make that calculation at all. It'll just kind of do it for you. We can set our currency right here. I think we've got every single currency that we can choose from, and we can set the billing term. So we'll just have it be 0 months. Let's go ahead and save. And we have our product right here. We have the name of the product, we have the product type, the unit price, the unit cost, the billing frequency, and we can edit that if we so choose. Next, we have our pipelines. All right, so let's go ahead, create a pipeline. We'll have a pipeline name. We can have a description if we so choose. We have an icon, and we have a bunch of different icons that we can choose from. And we can choose a color for this pipeline. This is going to be your standard color picker. We'll just go ahead and keep it with that nice blue color right here. Let's go ahead and create. All right. So from here, we can create a completely new pipeline from scratch, or there are templates that we can use. I'm going to go ahead just explore the templates. We'll have the customer support pipeline. We'll use this template, and here we are. Here's our pipeline. So we have the open, we have in progress, we have pending customer response, resolved, and closed. So let's go ahead and add a new item. It's going to be Jane Doe is angry. Add that. And if that is currently open, so if someone is working on making Jane Doe happy, we can add it to in progress, or we can add it to pending customer response. That really does not want to stick over, does it? We can add resolved, or if it's closed, it can be closed. Now, let's say we've gone through all of those steps. We can go ahead, hit save, and that is right here. If we need to add a new item, we can have make meeting notes, add that, and that task can be moved around like so. All right, next we can make our deals. So we don't have any deals quite yet. Let's go ahead, create a new deal. We have our deal name. We have an optional description. We can select the pipeline that we want this to show up in, and we'll have it go ahead, show it in the pipeline. We can select what stage the deal is at, so it's open. We can select our currency. We want USD. The amount, $10. We can set the close date, be the 31st. We can have the deal type, so if this is new or existing business. We can set the priority, and we can select the associate that this is assigned to. It's just going to be me, and create the deal. And here we have our deal overview. So we can see that it is in the open stage. We can see the amount, the priority of it. We can see the close date. We can also go ahead and see any communications related to this deal. And we can upload any documents that we want that will be associated with this deal. We do have this nice little upload button right here. All right. And then finally, let's go ahead and check our quotes and invoices. We don't have any quotes, so let's go ahead, create one. This is with our new deal. Now we can select if this is a quote, an invoice, or a receipt. We'll do an invoice. We'll have quote for company. We can select the domain that this quote will appear under, as well as the content slug. We can add any comments to the buyer, and we can also add any purchase terms right here. Now we have our branding and buyer. So we have our company name. So this is going to be my company. And we have our address and our phone number. We can go ahead and upload a logo if we so choose. We can also decide if we want that logo to be small, medium, or large. And then we can also add our buyer information right here. Buyer is going to be Joe Doe. Buyer's company is Joe Doe Does. We can have the buyer's address and their phone number and email. We can also add an invoice number. We can add when it was created and when it is due. Next, we can add our line items. So we can go ahead and manage items. So we can select an already created name, or we can go ahead and create a new one. I'm just going to select this, and we have it right here. All of our information. We can also add a one-time discount or a fee, or we can enter in any tax right here. So we'll have a $1 discount, a $1 fee, a $2 fee, and 2.25 tax. All right, and now we can go ahead and look over our invoice. We have our item, we have our discount, and then our added fee, as well as our tax. So total is going to be $325. We can also go ahead and enable signatures, or we can disable signatures entirely. I think this looks good as is, so let's go ahead and generate it. Now that will go ahead and download straight to our computer. All right, so that is just about everything with the CRM. So let's head on over to the sales side. And this is what our sales dashboard is going to look like. We can see our total income for sales, just our total income, our expenses, how many orders we have, and how many customers we have. We can also see our sales over time, as well as any recent orders. We can see our budget, our top customers, and the top products sold by unit. And the top products by units sold. All right. So let's go ahead, take a look at our orders. Currently don't have any orders yet, but I can go ahead and add an order. So we have order number 1. We can select our client. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and create a new customer. So we can import all from our NinjaPipe customer relations manager, or we can go ahead and add a customer by hand. I'll just go ahead, add a customer. So this is going to be John Doe. We can select their gender, their email address, their phone number, and what organization they are with. Let's go ahead and save that. So we have our customer and their information right here. Next, let's go ahead and create a product. For this one, I'm going to go ahead and import them all from the CRM. That did not seem to work, so let's go ahead and just add a new product. Prod. This is inventory. That's a unit price of 8, unit cost of 5, and let's go ahead and save, and we have our product right here. I noticed that this didn't really update at all. It still says 0, even though we clearly have an item right here. Let's navigate away. There we go. So we had to navigate away before this would update, but it did update. So we're ready to go. All right. So let's go ahead and create a new order. So we can see all of our orders right here. We have 0 orders for everything. Let's go ahead, add a new order. We have our order number, ORD-1. Our client is going to be John Doe. We can add the total amount that we are charging them. So this will be, we'll just say $9. And this is going to be in progress. We can see all of this right here. So we have total orders, we have 0 pending orders, we have 1 in progress, 0 completed, and 0 canceled. Perfect. Let's head back to the dashboard, see if, all right, so we have our recent orders right here, and everything has been updated as we can see. All right, and then finally in this sales section, we have our budget. So we have our total budget, we have the income, we have the expenses, and we have the remainder. So let's go ahead and set our total budget to $100. Now we can add any income or any expenses that we have. Let's go ahead, add an expense. This is going to be $5, and the description is just dinner. Okay, so we have our budget. We can see our expense right here, and we can see how much is left of our budget. Let's go ahead, add our income, and this will be $8. This will be refund for dinner with extras. Save. All right, so we have our income increased. I've noticed the remainder of our budget, I thought that it would have increased it. Let's go ahead, go back to dashboard, head back to budget. No. So this income isn't going to change the budget at all, but you can see that it was income. All right, and that is all of NinjaPipe. I'd probably give NinjaPipe a 4. There weren't any major issues. There were a few issues where I went to click on, I think it was create a contact, and it wouldn't actually create a contact. Thankfully, there was another button I could click to create a contact, but the one that I saw first and foremost, that one just straight up didn't work. And additionally, there's nothing that NinjaPipe does that's new or different from any other platform, and it doesn't seem like it has all of the features that other platforms would have. But again, there weren't any major bugs. It ran pretty smoothly. It was a little slow when navigating from page to page, but it wasn't completely awful. There's no dark theme, which I would like to have, but the forms were super easy to fill out. Nothing was super complicated. The things that I didn't know were just because I don't really work with them, like the integrations and the pipelines and stuff. That's just me not really knowing how those work in general. So yeah, if you have any questions or comments or concerns, please feel free to put them in the comments section below. And until next time, I will see you later. Goodbye.